like, and subscribe.
Hello, my beautiful soul family. Welcome to your reading. All right, so this is going to be a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So you might not resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. Whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. Creator, Holy Spirit of the Most High, grandmothers and grandfathers, ancestors of the highest realms, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for the collective. Thank you. I hope everyone is safe and well wherever you are in the world. All right, everybody. A little more. Whoa, way too many. Yeah, half the deck. Okay, right there. Cards are ready. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands upright, so some kind of communication came in, maybe even like warfare. It felt like warfare, possibly some sort of communication, fast communication came in. So in the recent past here, you were finding new balance within some area of your life, new balance. Taking the good with the bad, beginning to manifest. Okay, yes, and the Creator's asking me to pay attention to the tall hat. Beginning to manifest. You see the 8 there, that is magician energy, and the tall hat stretching up into the higher dimensions. So very grounded energy, while you are also like in your hat, like an antenna, getting downloads, communicating with your own higher soul. Absolutely. So, and while the ships behind you were getting tossed around, or were getting tossed around, this card is in the past, you were able to find balance in the movement, in constant movement. You know, we're in constantly changing times. Oh my gosh. So the more adaptable you are, and that's what I'm seeing, your ability to adapt, find new footing and adapt. Not only in constantly changing times, but also in your own life. Whatever has changed in your life, whatever has shifted in your life, you had to, I just heard, dance your way through. You had to dance your way through. It's almost like you're doing, this person's doing like a little bit of a jig with their feet, while everyone else is getting tossed on the ocean, on the open seas. So the open seas representing water, representing emotions. So a lot of emotions being very high, very rocky, very wavy, very tumultuous emotions. And yet here you are, tuned into the higher dimensions, finding your balance through your own symbolic dance, your dance, live with life. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, in the current energies, whatever happens between the balance of the past and the current energies, there's been some sort of a shattering of a dream. Maybe a broken family, a domestic disharmony of some kind, like something within the home. It's almost like, I see this similar with the Four of Wands in reverse. Cups are being poured out. Yeah, some sort of a, when I first laid this spread out, the first thing I saw is like, you finding new balance, and the dimension you were entering into is going to cost you, oh, it's going to cost you a certain behavior, attachment, belief, pattern that you're attached to, that you've been attached to, that you didn't want to give up, that you were comfortable, not really comfortable in, but it was familiar. You had to give up a familiar spirit. That's what this is. That's why there's domestic disharmony, because it's within you, first within you. So I'm see these two people holding each other there on the cards. I'm seeing that as you and a part of yourself that was supporting some sort of you had to give this up, but whatever this is, I'm just hearing like, if I don't let people walk all over me or mistreat me, if I don't let people mistreat me, I won't have any friends. Like, this is kind of like what I'm hearing, and this was the belief that you had to give up. This was a familiar spirit. This was a spirit within your own psyche that protected you, that kept you protected. I feel like I'm speaking to an introvert, somebody who's very introverted, very sensitive. But something with this energy here, I feel like, okay, whatever belief that is, that didn't just come out of nowhere, okay? That was formed somewhere within you in the past. I feel like people had mistreated you. I feel like you had, and that's what I get with this card too. That's what I get with this card. You didn't just get that manifestation energy, the magician energy overnight. That didn't just land in your lap. You know, that's work that you did. So whatever work you have done from your past, you went through a challenge where you had to give up a part of yourself that you were very attached to. And I'm feeling like it was a part of yourself that was enabling your own disharmony, enabling people maybe violating your boundaries in some way, violating boundaries, not respecting you. You know, respect is a gift. You can't make anybody respect you. There are certain people that will look at you, and you could be, you know, you could have just sacrificed your life, or, you know, when you're still like alive, and put your life on the line for, you know, I'm just making like an example here, okay? You've done something incredibly noble, and the whole community is like, oh my God, this person like laid down in traffic so those kids could cross the road or whatever, and that was an impaired driver or something like that. I don't know. That's kind of a dumb example, but you know what I'm saying? You sacrificed your life in some way. This is like an example, and people know about it, but there will be other people who refuse to give you the respect that they know you deserve. They just, no, I don't care. I don't care. It's kind of like, I'm not even going to go there. No. Okay. Okay. I was going to give a really stupid example. I'm not going to do it. Okay. So whatever you went through here was a challenge. It was a requirement. To whom much is given, much is required. So whatever you've come through in the past, coming now into, okay, so the Two of Pentacles upright, the Ten of Cups in reverse. Whoops, that wasn't a very good showing of that card. The Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles upright. So I'm feeling like whatever you're going through in the present moment is required. It is required. Something is being shed from you. Something is being shed from your being. It's being stripped from you. It's being removed from you. That which is not of God, your God, however you envision God, whatever that is not in alignment with your highest good will be removed. Okay, will be removed. And that's what this is. But these people didn't just show up there. There was something in you that made room for that relationship to be possible. And that's what is being asked to be give. You need to give this to me, because what's coming to you, the Creator does not, something is coming towards you, and the Creator, your higher soul, your guides, your ancestors, you can't have abundance and be stuck in poverty mindset, victim mindset, because Pentacles, whatever this is, this could be money, this could be some kind of abundance, but okay, let's just say for the sake of what I'm about to say, let's just say this is money. Money is an identity enhancer. And if your identity is steeped in victim, in lack, if your identity is steeped in lack, the money you get is going to enhance that. Can you hear the paradox of this? You're either going to give it all away, you're either going to buy everybody a car, within the year you'll be broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. So this is what is being removed from you. And it's being removed in the form of very rapid communication. Something came in from someone. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy here. So some sort of a truth was spoken. It was fast, very fast moving. It felt very intense. A form of truth was headed straight at you, and it affected you. It affected you. It's either you gave this communication or this communication came into you, but either way, I feel like you're at the end of this. I feel like you're at the end of this. I feel like you have entertained many relationships where you were mistreated, where you were disrespected on purpose, intentionally, by the people around you who you loved, but they just took from you. Okay, what I'm getting is overgiver. I'm getting an overgiver. Somebody who secured their position in their world by constantly giving. Overgivers, oh God, I'm going to get real here. I'm going to get really real. This is trigger alert, okay? If you don't want reality, please click off, okay? Even unsubscribe to my channel, because I'm very much a very realistic reader. Overgivers, according to Mario Martinez and according to Gabor-Mate, overgivers, people that give of themselves, that rescue, are often people that they themselves end up getting sick. Some sort of, even like a terminal, like this is, I'm not even kidding. So wherever you are going, you are come to the end of an overgiving. Maybe this isn't for all of you. Maybe all of you can resonate with this a little bit, but whatever this is, this message was about this. It was about, or it had something, somehow overgiving is related to the message or affected by the message. So overgivers also cannot receive their own karma because they interfere with it, because they're the ones that is in the position of giving. And if they receive, that means they failed. So as much as they give, people want to give back and they're like, no, oh no, please don't give to me. I'm fine. And they rob themselves, they deplete themselves. It is a great act of self-betrayal and self-violation. And I feel like you are at the end of this. This is the end of this, and it's creating a disturbance. There's like an archetype in your field, your 12. We actually have, like the medicine wheel, we have 36 archetypes. And you have one that has walked with you for a long time. It has helped you secure yourself within families, workplaces, marriages, friendships. Oh God, that makes me want to cry. I just feel this great sense of sadness, just such a great sense of heavy sadness of realizing who you've been to yourself, who you've been to you, and you are no longer doing this. I feel like the gods are only asking this from you because you are ready to give it up. Even though giving it up is like a panicking, it's like losing something, even though it's shitty. But it's like, well, if I lose this, I might not have like anything else, so I should just hang on to it. Just wait. And it's like, no, playtime's over. This is done. You're over. And whatever's happened, there's a situation that came up in your life that you, this is like initiation. This is, what's the words for this, creator? Okay, let's do some clarification here. This was very interesting energy, but you're definitely going to end up very successful. Very successful. You will see the reward of your hard work. You will see that even though you may have overgiven in the past, that was not for no reason. I see those, they're showing me those as investments. You made investments in the past. It wasn't only into other people. It was an investment. Oh, this is interesting. It was an investment into knowing yourself. It was an investment into knowing yourself through being an overgiver, by giving to so many people. Not only do you see how strong you are and how loving you are and how compassionate you are and how giving you are, but I feel like the creator is now asking you to bring this home. Bring this home. And that's the one thing that you've been taught most of your life, probably, that was a very selfish act. You know how many people were shamed away from themselves? I'll tell you an occult secret. Up is in. Down is out. Okay? When we die and we're in like outer space in the spirit realm, there's no ground. Where's up? When you're in outer space, where's up? There is no up. All dimensions that belong to the earth disappear when you're in space, unless you're in a spaceship that is gravitized. Okay, now you have dimension now. But if you're just floating around in space and there's no up, there's no down, there's no dimensions there except the dimensions within you, within your 3D physical being. But when your spirit, okay, there we go. When your spirit, no, there's no more dimensions. There's nothing. There's no up, there's no down. So up is in, down is out. Okay, and I see this as you were somebody that lived outside of yourself. You lived in the world, giving to the world. It was like you couldn't come home. For whatever reason, you couldn't come home until you could. I feel like you've already come home here. I feel like you've already come home. And this is why you're able to dance and find new balance while the rest of the world is fucking going crazy right now. But you're okay. You're okay. Very interesting. You're managing, you're coping successfully. You're not just coping successfully, you're manifesting. You know, so interesting, very interesting. Okay. Yes, this is shamanic. This is another shamanic reading. Okay. The Hermit energy, that's what got you here into this new balance, is you going within, you having introspection, entering into the western door of the medicine wheel. The western door of the medicine wheel is fall. All the leaves die. Out here, you know, like in Canada, all the leaves die. Everything changes. The world changes. It's beautiful, but it's autumn. So everything is basically death. Western door is basically death, and it's the last door you go to before you enter up into the northern, into spirit. Spirit is purity. It's north. It's elevated. It's your higher soul. Okay. All right. So the Nine of Wands, you going inward, and I don't feel like this was like one and done. Okay. This was like years of inward. You're an introvert. So whatever you've done in your life, I feel like you are not a stranger to that one time in your life you couldn't come home. But at whatever point in your life you could, that door was no longer denied you. You came home. Not only did you come home, but you, because of the experiences you've had away from home, now coming home, you are incredibly resilient. Very, very resilient. You know what it means to self-sabotage. You know what it means to walk out on yourself because you lived your entire life like this. Oh my gosh, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So yes, dishonest act. You were not honest with yourself. You know what it's like, and it's interesting that this is the bear. Okay, bear energy showing up here, but it's in reverse. So before you went through the western door of the medicine wheel, you were busy self-sabotaging. And this is where you have the resilience from. You have this because of your experiences of self-sabotaging when you're overgiving to like everybody else. Now you recognize that behavior. When that behavior comes up in you, you're like, I want to rescue you, and I'm not going to. You know? The Knight of Cups in reverse. Yes, you have this new balance because when you were self-sabotaging, you were not along on the path of your heart. You were living the path of your mind, and what you thought what you truly believed would get you through, would be helpful to you and to others. You know, that you wouldn't be, I'm hearing, bereft, abandoned, outcast. Even though you were an outcast to yourself in a way, and this is why you are so strong. I just get this person, like I'm speaking to somebody, it's like I can feel your soul right here, like you're somebody very quiet, very watchful. You watched yourself, even though you were, even in the moments of your worst moments, you were very aware. You were very aware of what you were doing. You know, oh my goodness, you're incredible. And yes, here we are. You coming into, because of what you have come out of, you going into Hermit energy. Okay, the Creator wants me to hold this up and show this illustrated. Because you know yourself, because you went in and faced, you went in with your resilience because of your past, because of your self-sabotage, because of the fact that you were not walking, or were not living the path of your heart. Your knowledge of yourself inward is what helping you to master this behavior within you, overcome it, tame it, bring it into your, like I said, an archetype is getting disabled. One of your 36 archetypes is getting disabled, whether it's the rescuer, whether it's whatever, but something within you, a rescuer, an overgiver, whatever archetype falls under that category, that is what is getting dismantled, and you are happy to do it. I'm feeling you are, even though it's creating a domestic disturbance, maybe you no longer doing this, maybe it ends a marriage, maybe it ends friendships, maybe it ends a job, maybe it'll end a lot of things. I'm feeling like this is ending a family. This has broken up a family. I mean, you just said, I can't entertain this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. I've lived how many decades in your world? I need to come home to my own world. And I feel like you made that decision after the door to your heart opened and stood open waiting for you. Oh, beautiful energy. Yes, okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. The first one out is the rabbit and the spiral. See this spiral within the center of the rabbit? Spirals are indicative of unending cosmic evolution. They're also indicative of conflict. So some sort of conflict arose. You being the rabbit, very intelligent, very fast, were able to face into whatever conflict this was. And you evolved because of it. The Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like your evolution, yes. See all the rabbits going toward the Seven of Swords. So I feel like whatever you've done and mastered within yourself, you are now mastering it outside of yourself and heading toward deceptive energies. People that were maybe spying on you, watching you for sure, if you have a platform, or maybe this is people in your family through Facebook or whatever, but people were watching you, spying on you, keep an eye on you, seeing your progress. I'm hearing measuring themselves against you, either feeling like ha ha, or oh, look at, they're doing really good, or ha ha, they're fucking having a shitty time or something. I don't know, but they've been watching you, and you've gone toward this deceptive energy. I feel like you have confronted it, exposed it. They just said exposed it. You've exposed it. Yeah, you exposed it. Oh, the Knight of Wands. Someone is fucking pissed. Oh, that just jumped out of the deck. The Knight of Wands. Ooh, two more, Creator. Never gonna change the deck. Two more. So yeah, you exposed a deception that you had been entertaining your whole life, and you're no longer, oh, King of Swords energy. So mind over heart, you're protecting your heart. I feel like you're very intelligent because of what you've come through in yourself, what you've faced in yourself, what you've taken responsibility for in yourself, what you know yourself very well. Nobody can fucking fuck with you. Nobody can dupe you. Unless you allow it, unless you're like, okay, let's play, whatever, you know. And I don't know why you would do that other than to just make a fool out of them. Oh, geez, you know, just to maybe teach a lesson or something. I don't know. So King of Swords, so following your hearts, absolutely letting go of this energy, of this archetype. Dismantling it. It's not the right word. The Creator's saying no, it's not dismantling. Okay, the one that's up. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Oh my God, am I taking all of these? Holy shit, these are intense cards. So you went towards something, exposed it. someone is pissed off. Maybe you were angry. Could have been you too. You could have been angry too about this too, making a mind over heart decision, no longer allowing people. It's like, I'm getting this scenario. It's been like decades or something, and somebody is just like realizing that whoever's been betraying them or overstepping their boundaries or constantly disrespecting them, this person's never been able to self-correct. And you're aware of it, and you're aware that if in 20 years or however long that they've never been able to self-correct, that they're not going to self-correct. This is their highest capacity. You're seeing somebody in their maximum capacity. And I feel like you've had fights about it. I feel like you have tried to assert your power, tried to stand up for yourself, and you were shot down. They confused you. I'm hearing confusion, spirit of confusion. And, you know, okay, I'm going to tell you something right now. One of the best forms of warfare in communication is the constant act of interrupting someone. When somebody, the cognitive process it takes to speak a concept, something from within yourself that you finally, or you're trying to put language to, and somebody's interrupting you, constantly interrupting you. Or you're in a fight with somebody and they're interrupting you in your thoughts. You've got to be answering like this. Like that's a form of psychological warfare. Absolutely. Interruption is also a form of defense. It's a defense mechanism. It's either we interrupt people when we're angry, when we feel threatened, when we feel competitive, when we feel whatever. So I'm feeling like whoever you have spoken to, it was definitely a tower, the Thunderbird. Oof. It's put somebody into a 10 of swords. Or maybe this was you being aware that you were in a 10 of swords. Carrying your own permissions of someone else's actions. Because I'm feeling like whoever you're dealing with is completely justified. They're like, what's your problem? Like they can't see what you're talking about. It's like they're avoiding conflict with you. They're playing dumb. It's like they're playing dumb. But also, okay, that's what they're saying. This 10 of swords becomes in reverse at some point. So the 10 of swords, when you come through the 10 of swords, letting go of a behavior that you know no longer serves you. It's not, this 10 of swords, yes, it stung to a point, but it wasn't hard to transcend because it was just a matter of like, I'm done with this. It was a matter of you honoring you, of you no longer putting somebody else's feelings or needs ahead of your own when you know that that's going to be an act of betrayal on you. So even if that means walking away from somebody and their hurt feelings, I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. I need to walk away from this. You know, like that's exactly this. You've come through a 10 of swords and you come straight into acceptance. Some form of acceptance where you're like, this person is never going to see the truth. They are not going to. And when I say hurt feelings, they're not hurt because of you, because you're angry at what they did. They're not feeling attacked about that. They're angry because of your boundaries. They're feeling hurt because you have boundaries now. They're feeling hurt because you've said something. Yeah, since you have boundaries now, they benefited from your lack of boundaries when you were just being trusting And they took advantage of that over and over and over and over again until finally you just said no, and they're hurt. Can you see what I'm saying? Like, somebody needs to see a therapist, you know? Just really, like, I'm not a doctor, okay? But I'm just saying, like, when I see really awful or feel energy like that, it's like somebody's got some issues. Like, somebody's got some issues to overstep boundaries in that way and not be able to see it or self-correct. Like, go like, really? Didn't Christ say treat those as you would like others to treat you? So you want other people to, maybe they do. Maybe they do. Maybe they want other people to betray them and violate their boundaries. You know, I'm hearing the eurythmics. Some people want to use you. Some people want to be, some people want to be used by you. Some people want to abuse you. Some people want to be abused by you. And then, oh my gosh, maybe that's it. Maybe somebody is stuck in their own archetypal work. Because it's true. If you think that when you meet somebody, you're meeting them, no, your archetypes are meeting. That's why people fit together. When their energies fit together so well, it's because their archetypes have, like, the rescuer and the victim, the damsel in distress and the knight in shining armor. Like, do you hear what I'm saying? Like, the behaviors match, they match. And then you think you're in love and you realize you've just made a match in hell, because these are behaviors that keep you out of alignment to yourself, including them out of alignment with themselves. But because they're so used to it, that's become like their lifeline. Ugh, that's awful. Okay, so you now coming into acceptance, you're being seen as cruel because you pulled your energy back, because you pulled your soul out of a contract that was not. You know, Sandra Ingerman talks about this, and she said in her book, Soul Retrieval, and she's a shaman. And she says when she has to retrieve a soul for somebody, from one of her clients who's suffering soul loss, how do you know you have soul loss? Because you feel like nothing is right, like you don't feel right, something is out of whack, you can feel it, you don't know what it is, you can't name it, you can't put your finger on it, but something's off. It's, you know, you try to rearrange the house a million times and try to, like, you know, something is off. You've never been happy, something happened to you and you've never been the same in some way. Maybe it's not that obvious, maybe it's much more subtle, where you felt like something's off. It's something like that. That's when you know there is soul loss. There's something, the soul, there is an intelligence speaking to you in your body saying something's off. And okay, so when she goes in to get this client's soul, when she goes into the underworld with her client's totem and her own totem, and she transforms into something very, very tiny, because they're going to go into a crack or a rabbit hole in the earth. It's always down into the underworld. And when she gets there, she usually finds a spouse. And I don't know if the spouse is alive or dead. He could be deceased. He or she could be deceased. They could still be alive. But has control, has hold of their soul. Can you hear what I am saying to you? This is very real. This isn't woo-woo, okay? So she has to go down, and when she sees her client's spouse, who has hold of the client's soul, got their arms wrapped around them, got them clutched, maybe they're chained up, maybe they're tied up, whatever. And Sandra Ingerman's got to go down there and try to be, okay, she's either got to persuade the spouse to let go of the person's soul, or she's got to trick them. The scary part of this is she says, when she'll be like, that's not your spouse. You've been holding the wrong, there's the spouse over there. That's the real spouse. And then the person will look and boom, she grabs them and up they go with her, their client's totem, her totem, and her. They're flying. She's like a butterfly, a bat, a bird, something very fast. And she's taking part of the client's soul and fleeing out. She said oftentimes they will be chased by the dead, chasing them up before, hopefully to catch them before they get out. And she said because she's swift, her totems are stronger than the totems of anger. And that's true. When you're thinking happy, you're strong. When you're thinking negative and awful, your body becomes weak. So because she's coming from a place of love and hope and goodness, she'll be faster than even the fiercest evil. Okay, that will be chasing after them. Not to say that the husband is evil or the wife is evil, whoever has hold of the spouse. But if there's some sort of an enmeshment that spouse cannot self-regulate from, you know, you need to read the book People of the Lie. You know, you need to get some help then, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, that was a long-winded story, but there you go. So whoever this is finds you very cruel, cold-hearted and bitter because you pulled your soul out. And because of the knowledge you carry, because of where you've been to hell and back. You know, it's like that Lakota stated, that quote by the Lakota elder that said, religion is for those who are afraid that they're going to go to hell. Spirituality is for those who have already been there. Like a shaman, okay? They know the underworld. Like you know the underworld, or whoever's energy that this is. So you're going to be getting a lot of public success because recognition, because of the knowledge you carry. And the Two of Swords. So whatever this is, okay, what I'm seeing also, it's a stalemate, but it's also a truce. It's a truce with yourself. You've made this truce with yourself. Absolutely. And that's what these two first rows are. Took me a little bit to unpack this. Okay, can we have, what is the Nine of Pentacles, Creator? The Nine of Pentacles, beautiful. This is a truce with you. The work you have done in the past, going inward into your hermit energy, with the resilience. Am I taking those? Yes. With the resilience you have, laying hold of yourself, laying hold of seeing what was painful to see, and you saw it anyway, and you were able to master this. Okay. A Hukin. Who is a Hukin? A Hukin was a Polynesian shaman who traveled the day as himself, and it traveled at night as a jaguar. Okay, this is shamanic energy. So whoever you are, the knowledge you carry, you use this knowledge to help others. To help others. Okay. And I feel like you have overcome and mastered this energy within your own life, your own, ooh, I just heard your own conspiracy against yourself. You know, you can hear conspiracy theories out there. Conspiracy theories no longer have power over you when you let go of your conspiracy against yourself. But if you have conspiracy against yourself, you're going to buy into all of the powerlessness and all the one world order and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even kidding. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles, the wisdom you're going to be carrying within you because of the past because of the work you've done on yourself in your past, is bringing you to come into an understanding about your purpose. Your purpose is about bringing yourself home, bringing people home, home to themselves, home, home, self-love, a sense of community. I feel like, okay, this energy is really weird, but I feel like there is somebody around you. This could be your energy, but I don't feel like it is. The King of Wands in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there are people around you because you went toward a very deceptive energy and you exposed it in the past. And I feel like this deceptive energy is going to show up. Whoever these people are that are attached to this deceptive energy are going to show up in your future. And to try to make you feel insecure. Or going to regret making you feel like they're going to regret how they treated you. And they're going to see the error of their ways, possibly. Or you're going to see the error of your ways in having a relationship with these people. Or, okay, so for some of you, they're going to want to try to make you feel insecure and knock you out, knock you down, knock your power down. And you're going to definitely see, and if these aren't the people from the past, then this is new people, new levels, new devils. And you're going to be seeing where you went wrong, entertaining relationship or just even communication with these people. Okay. For others of you, I feel like there's going to be people coming towards you that are going to genuinely apologize and are going to regret treating you the way that they did. And I feel like both of you are going to come into a place where you both see where you were wrong, where you were out of alignment. What's on the bottom of the deck? More Two of Pentacles, more balance, new balance again. So, you know, it's like what Ram Dass teaches, you know, after a major shift, we want to sort of like lay back and can I just rest here? And oftentimes it's like, no, let's go. Come on, let's go. Move, get your stuff and get up and let's go. It's time to move on to the next thing. And and it's not that you're trying to rush yourself through. It's that what you really want to do is go unconscious. Just kind of like, can I just zone out and just do whatever I got to do, you know, like go tie one off even, you know what I mean? Like just go and just zone out. It's been such an intense battle. You want to just zone out. But what you find when you become as conscious as you are, because you are incredibly conscious, you have taken total responsibility for yourself, finding new balance, in carrying your responsibility for yourself, rebuilding your life. Oh my gosh, Lover's energy, you know, coming home. Beautiful energy, beautiful, beautiful. As you become as aware as you are, you're going to discover that there's really nowhere to stand. There's really nowhere to stand. Every moment is a new moment. And now it's a new moment. And now this moment's a new moment. And now this is a new moment. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's not even 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. It's just, that's how the brain works. It's kind of trained to be linear, you know? Okay. Isis. Creator, what is your final word of guidance? What is your final word of guidance? Ooh, that just popped right out. All right. Divine Sisterhood. Ooh. Community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. Ooh, Divine divine sisterhood. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Divine sisterhood. Let's get the book. This is under D. Divine sisterhood. This is community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. In community that is based in equality, respect, healthy boundaries, and personal freedom, with a mutual desire for spiritual growth and honoring of innate wisdom, great miracles occur. You are a part of this community of light. At one time it existed only in the spiritual world, yet now it is being born on the earth through you. It is part of your destiny to help create and nurture a conscious community that empowers all of its members and is based in truth. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I feel like possibly the people that are coming back, that are seeing how they were wrong, maybe they've done some work on themselves, because I don't feel like they're making their apology about you. I feel like whatever, I mean, yes, part of it is about you, but it starts first with them. What you do to others, you first do to yourself. You know, you want to talk about, okay, and before I even started this message, I got a message about black magic. When you cast black magic, do a spell or whatever, some sort of negative spell or sex magic or whatever, and you're wishing harm or the downfall or some sort of negativity on somebody else, you don't realize, first of all, that you have to drink of the same poison that you wish to fling on somebody else. That poison first has to penetrate through you to go out of your being. So you have to first hold that poison. You have to hold that in yourself. You have to first curse yourself if you're going to curse somebody else. And then cursing somebody else, black magic, all black magic is mind over matter, baby. It's mind over matter. And whoever you try to curse, if they have a weak mind, sure, yeah, you'll totally curse them, but you don't know what their spirit team is. Maybe their spirit team is allowing it for their growth. You have no idea. And what happens if their mind is strong and you go to curse them? Where does that energy go? It comes right back to you, not only to you, but to the people around you. So be very careful. You know, you want to talk about being angry enough to send out evil medicine to somebody else. Be aware of what that is going to cost you in the end. You know, like it, but that's entirely your decision. Whoever this is, I don't know why this has come into the reading, but it totally does. So, and even gossip is a form of black magic, you know. So yeah, so mind over matter, you know. Don't let gossip affect you and let you hear gossip in the lunchroom. That's a form of black magic. And if you hear it about you, don't let it affect you. You know, yes, it may hurt your feelings, may unsettle you, but understanding that whoever is speaking this, it may be directed at you, but it's not about you. Okay, it's not about you because it didn't come out of you. It came out of that person. Okay, therefore it's about them. Okay, okay. I'm going to leave this reading here. Alrighty, you guys, you take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. If you resonated with this reading, perhaps you will like this reading.